This is it. The wait is over. We have all of the news about the new Ford Ranger Raptor. It just debuted in Bangkok, and we have everything there is to know about it. And of course, the biggest question is, will we get it here in America? For all of our fans in Australia and Asia, this of course is your truck. But let's go over the powertrain, the dimensions, and the suspension. Talk about how it compares to some of the trucks that we get here in America, specifically the Toyota TRD Pro. And then before the end of this video, let's make some educated guesses as to if the Ford Ranger Raptor is coming to America. As you know, they've just introduced the Ranger here, so potentially this truck might come here. Let's start with the powertrain. I'm almost certain that this powertrain will not come to America because, well, I just can't see Ford bringing a 2-liter bi-turbo diesel to America that puts out 210 horsepower, and this is converted from the European numbers or metric, and 368 pound-foot of torque. Now what it does have that might come to America is a 10-speed automatic transmission, which by the way is shared with the current Ford F-150. All right, let's talk about dimensions. In other words, how big is it? Well, it's going to be 212.5 inches long or 17.7 feet. The width is 85.8 inches. Keep in mind that the Ford Raptor, the current one here in America, is 86.3 inches. So it's just a little bit less wide than the current Ford Raptor. That makes it, well, that makes it very wide indeed. In fact, it's 6 inches wider than the Global Ranger, so it's a big, wide truck. Now, it's 70.3 inches high, the track is 67.3 inches, and that's wider than the current Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro, which is 64.2 inches, and the Colorado ZR2, which is 65.9 inches. So we're looking at a substantial and beefy truck here. Let's talk about the stuff that makes it good off-road. How it handles approach and departure angles, how it handles ground over. Can you actually use it as an off-road desert truck and as a rock crawler? Well, I think so, because the ground clearance is 11.5 inches. That is a lot. Approach angle, 32.5 degrees. Breakover angle, 24 degrees. And the departure angle, 24 degrees. All of those are numbers that I would be proud to have taking on some of the harder trails in Moab. All right, anybody who's ever looked at a current Raptor here in America really knows that the truck is all about suspension. And let's take a look at the Ranger Raptor suspension. Now keep in mind, once again, this is potentially something that's coming to America, but we can't say that for sure. It's got a Watts rear suspension with coilover springs. That's a beefy off-road setup. Best of all, it has Fox racing shocks, just like the American Raptor, with internal bypass. Good stuff. And get this, 1.835 inch pistons, which are slightly smaller than the current Tacoma TRD Pro. And any off-road truck, the real rubber meets the road, or in this case the trail, is in the tire. And we're looking at 33-inch BFG all-terrains, and of course, to protect the underside, steel skid plates. Now, to make the truck actually even more attractive for us who love to tow, it's got a towing capacity of 2,500 kilograms, which is 5,511 pounds, which is actually more than the current Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro or the ZR2. So overall, this is really a baby version of the American Raptor, except of course for the diesel. We get a twin turbo 3.5 liter high performance engine. Now keep in mind this Ranger Raptor is engineered basically in Australia for the Asian market, but the chief engineer on this project is the same person who's the chief engineer for Ford Performance trucks here in America. So there is a good chance that this truck actually may come to America. If I were a betting man, I'd say that the mid-sized truck market right now is red hot, and Ford is late to the game, so they got to come in and they got to do something special. And I'm not wowed by the current power plant in the Ranger that Ford is bringing to America. That's that 2.3 liter EcoBoost that's in the Mustang. But a 2-liter bi-turbo, or better yet, maybe a 2.7 liter EcoBoost for America, now that would be something that I'd be all in for. So I started this video by asking, will this truck come to America? You know, I certainly hope so, because there's a new Jeep truck coming. Toyota is going to be unveiling some special trucks very soon at the Chicago Auto Show. And GM is certainly in the hunt with the ZR2, and you know that's only going to get more off-road capable. So we've got a classic truck war situation for the most off-road capable, the most aggressive, the fastest, the best, whatever you want to call, off-road mid-size truck. And I'm hoping that Ford actually brings a Ranger to the ballgame. As always, this is Roman reporting for the Fastlane Truck. Check out tfltruck.com, you know, for news, views, and of course, real-world reviews. And don't forget to subscribe, because you saw it here first on the Fastlane Truck. See you guys next time. Ciao.